Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is the Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Today, we're gonna look at a new any card at any number. This new any card at any number, you don't need anything but a deck, a piece of paper, a pen, and a calculator. And you can find this from your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer for only 10 bucks. That's right, 10 bucks. This is the Adjustment Bureau by Brad Ballew. And what you get is a 24-minute file. And Brad's gonna walk you through all the ins and outs of doing this really fun A-can. It's extremely easy to do, uses a normal deck, and your spectator has a free choice of any of the 52 cards. There is no force whatsoever. So this is how the trick goes. You bring out your deck, you have a piece of paper and a pen, you tell your spectator to get out their phone and bring up their calculator. They're gonna do a little math. You're gonna make a mark on one side and a mark on the other side, and you're gonna say, this is our timeline. We're gonna start here and we're gonna end here. And somewhere in the middle, I'm gonna make a secret adjustment so that the card you select arrives at the number that it is in the deck. Okay? So first, you say, pick a card, right? Pick a card, any card in their head. They pick a card in their head mentally, okay? And then you begin to make some squares along the timeline. The timeline is gonna show their card and eventually gonna arrive at their number, okay? First thing you do is you make a adjustment. You're gonna write down a number within the timeline. That number is going to vary from person to person. But that's the secret part. So that's all we're gonna say. You write down that number, and then you have the spectator tell you their card. They say 4 of hearts, 9 of diamonds, whatever, and then you draw it over at the beginning. You say, okay, now we need a number to come in between your card and my number. So that's when they get out their calculator, and they're gonna do some mathematical equations, all very easy. You're not gonna guide them. You're just gonna tell them some buttons to hit. They get totally their own buttons. They can hit whatever buttons they want, and they can stop whenever they want. They can keep going and they can stop. As soon as they're done, you say press equals. They come up with a digit. You're gonna put that digit on the timeline. So now we have their card, the number they came up to with a calculator, the number that you adjusted, and then the solution. Now what you're going to do is you're either going to add all those numbers together or subtract, or you're going to do some math. Again, secret stuff. And then at the end, you're going to arrive at a number between 1 and 52. And then you give them the deck. You're not going to adjust the deck. You're not going to move cards to the top to the bottom. You're not going to count, nothing like that. You're just going to hand them the deck exactly the way it was when it came out of the box. You're going to have them deal down to their card, and their card will be right there. So, is it what I thought? Yes. Just watching the performance, which you can watch on YouTube. Go to YouTube, you can watch the performance of this. I knew right away it was a math trick, right? Just because there's math involved. Once you bring out a calculator, once you start, saying like, oh, we're gonna find your card through math, I knew it was a math trick. It's a math trick, yes. But you're gonna provide your own deck, okay? And you're gonna put that deck into a stack. And it's an easy stack. It's a stack that you already know. Trust me. You're like, well, I don't know Aronson's stack. Trust me, you already know the stack. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Brad, he's seated against a green screen. You're gonna see the same performance that they show you on YouTube. And then he's gonna go into an explanation. It's only 24 minutes long, so really he only has the time to do the performance, talk about the deck setup, how it's set up, and then walk you through the entire process step by step using the paper. There's also an overhead shot so that you can see what he's writing on the paper. He's gonna write down some notes on the paper too, just to kind of give you a graph, kind of help you with your projection and help you get there. But as far as pocket space goes, it's just the deck, just the paper, just a pen. You don't have to use full size of paper. You could do it on a napkin if you wanted to. You could do it on the back of a cigarette wrapper. You could, you could do it anywhere that you could write, okay? But they will need a calculator. They will need their phone. If you want to use your phone and your calculator, that's fine too. It's not a big deal, but probably looks cooler if they use their own calculator, right? But there's no angles to this. There's no slides in difficulty. There's no moves, okay? The deck comes out of the box and you hand the deck to the spectator and they count down to the card. That's it. So it's all set up in advance before you even begin, okay? It's literally that easy. And all you need to do is remember your outs, okay? So there's an out, right? There's an out for different outcomes, different things your spectator might say to you. I don't want to give anything away. You're going to ask your spectator a question. They're going to answer you. And depending on their answer, you're going to have a couple of different outs. You're going to just keep those outs memorized in your head. That's it. That's the only thing you need to remember. And then after that, the math does everything else out for you. So setup and reset, you're just putting the deck in the order. And really, even after they count down to their card, they're not even really messing the cards up. You just put it right back in order again. And even if you were given a borrowed shuffle deck, it probably wouldn't take a whole lot of time to get the deck into the order that you want. Maybe, but some people can do it pretty fast. Positives, it's a fun alternative to the ACAN solution. I've been doing this magic review thing for years and seen a lot of ACANs come across my desk, right? Lots. And so this is a fun solution that, like a lot of other ACANs, uses math, but it really does help the spectator feel like all the choices are theirs. They come up with the card themselves. They come up with the number that they calculate. So, it's on their phone, on their calculator. So it really does feel like, that they came up with everything. You're only writing down one little number and you're doing that before they tell you what their card is. Just remember that. You write down your adjustment number before they tell you what their card is. So it does really feel magical. Negatives, I was reminded heavily of Fast by Daniel Johnson. So Daniel Johnson's ACAN also uses math, also uses a deck setup, and is very similar to this. I think the two of them, Daniel Johnson and Brad Ballew, they kind of go like this. Their tricks start off kind of similar and they go like this, and they kind of end out there, but kind of close. So if you already have Fast by Daniel Johnson, I would say that this is a method of doing a similar looking ACAN. So maybe if you had done Fast for somebody else already, and they said, hey, do it again, you could do this second one as like, oh yeah, I'll do that again, but I'll do it just a little differently. So I think there's enough differences where you could perform the two back to back, okay? The other negative for me was, of the 4 suits, if they choose a club, that is the least ideal. I think whenever there's outs, there's always like, oh, I really hope they pick this, right? And oh, I hope they don't pick this. I wish all 4 of them could have been the same, but they're not. So clubs is the only one I felt was just a little kind of like, where? But yeah, but since they've never seen the trick before, they won't know that it's weird. Yeah. Is it worth your money? It's only $10. $10 for an ACAN. And if you like math tricks, and you like ACANs, then I'm sure you'll get a big kick out of Brad Bellew's solution. Big, huge thanks to Brad for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. And you can find it from your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is my new hoodie. It's actually not a new hoodie. The hoodies have been available for sale over at my Teespring store for a while now, but I've always worn the t-shirts in the videos, never worn the hoodies because it's not actually cold where I am. Well, neither inside nor outside, but I thought, you know what? You should see a hoodie. You should see what it looks like. So this is actually the darkest one. This is the dark heather one, and it almost looks like a black on black. So there are 2 other colors available, 2 or 3 colors available actually. There's a burgundy and a lighter gray and a little bit lighter gray. So if you don't like the black on black, maybe consider one of the other colors, but just wanted to show it to you, right? Just wanted to show it to you as we head into fall, as we head into the winter season, if you want to sport your devotion, your loyalty, your love to Magic Orthodoxy and all things Magic review and playing cards, yeah, that'd be great. And I'm just showing it to show you. Like I think I make $1 on every single sweatshirt. So I made the price point as close to the cost as I could. I think I make $1 on each sweater. So that's not why I'm making this video. I just wanted you guys to see it. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay cool. Bye.